Hey guys, dinokelfilms, and today I have another video, and today I'm maybe starting a new series called Mattel versus Hasbro will be the name of this series as of right now. Could change to dinosaur toy comparisons, maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens later down the road. Anyways, today we're starting with Hasbro versus Mattel. And we're starting in the $10 department. What I mean by that is what each company offered or is offering for $10 and comparing both of them. So let's get on with it. Start with the Hasbro, or one of the Hasbro things, or offerings. This is Velociraptor Blue. Blue, as I like to call it, more like Velociraptor Black, because the stripe is black and not blue at all. So they kind of failed completely. I have no idea what they were thinking with this thing. So mine actually broke because it got stuck behind a closet door, and I smashed the door open trying to figure out what was going on. I tried to open the door, and it kind of was stuck behind there and broke. So now I have to activate the action feature of its neck instead of its tail, because the tail is what broke. But anyways, so it has this little gimmick where you can open its mouth or whatever. Pretty okay action feature. Has arm articulation, painted nails, surprisingly, and then the toe claws are painted too. And you can move the legs. And there's this weird sculpted battle damage, but they decided to only paint like 3 red scratches. I don't know if you can see that there. It's pretty ridiculous. Doesn't really make any sense to me. But anyways, for $10, is this worth it? Well, based on this super inaccurate sculpt, not really good paint job, minus the nails, and just a whole lot of inaccurate. And I would say this is not even Jurassic World, and you should run away from this toy if you even see it at the thrift store. If you see it at the thrift store, I'd try to sell it at your garage sale, because this is just horrid. Mine broke, so that kind of sucks, but I have another one of these in the box. So this figure on its own would be $10. It came in a $20 pack with Owen and his Indiana Jones, actual real motorcycle. Totally not from the Indiana Jones toy line, just repackaged. But anyways, this is the $10 offering for Blue. And we have some other $10 offerings from Hasbro that I have. We have the Spinosaurus, which is actually terrible. Hold on, let me go grab the other one over here real quick. And the Spinosaurus fell over as I walked away. That is also wonderful. So here we have the Indominus instead to look at first, I guess. Yeah, these figures have a wonderful reputation of standing. So there's the Indominus there, looking pretty okay. Actually, this is probably their best $10 offering. Let me go grab these other ones down here real quick before we go on to the best $10 offering they have. Here's a Pachycephalosaurus, which is probably their second best actually. And then this is the last $10 offering that I own, or my brothers own in this case. This is my brother Ferris's Carnoraptor. It is pretty nice looking. I actually kind of like this one. Don't kill me, please. But I actually like this one quite a bit. But, spoiler alert, it is a resculpt. Not even a resculpt. Just a retool of this raptor here. They're literally the same. Let me try and line them up. so you guys can see that they're the same. They have the same tail, the same arms. Yeah, it's pretty, not pretty. Anyways, this Raptor is pretty nice actually. Has the same action feature, which is okay, I guess. I would have preferred a new action feature than a completely same thing. But it's okay for what it is. It's a Raptor from the Ludia game. So that's kind of cool, I guess. But it's like, clearly shows that Hasbro's ran out of ideas. And then here's the Pachycephalosaurus. And they all have this damage that's already revealed, which is really not good. This one's not that bad. Looks like kind of like something got a hold of it for a second and then let go, and not just ripped its bones off or fell off and revealed its bones. Here's the Indominus, probably the best sculpt-wise, minus this tiny tail. And then this frickin' womb is huge. On the Spinosaurus, I think it's worse. And the Spinosaurus is probably the worst. Because it doesn't even make any sense. It's not even atomically, or I can't talk. Anatomy is not correct. There's just two random ribs, and then there's no ribs, and then it's just huge. Looks like it got eaten, like it was in the process of getting eaten. But these offerings for $10, I don't know if they're worth it. I feel like more like McDonald's toys. I feel like I can break these in like 5 seconds. You shouldn't be able to do that with a toy, just saying. But yeah, you can find all these on eBay for overpriced, or in a big lot for not that much. I would say that the Pachycephalosaurus is a decent figure. Probably just need to repaint and it won't look bad at all. But yeah, pretty to stare at for some of them. Oh, and they have the worst standing possible. Like, you're not gonna stand these. This is just, Indominus can stand. The others, not so much. Raptor, not even gonna try. Pachycephalosaurus, oh, he could stand. Until the Spinosaurus, no matter what you do, he's not gonna really stand. There's some other ones like the Stegoceratops and such, but those ones are meh. And then here's a little bonus, actual good Hasbro toy. These other ones, not so much. This is a Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3, which was also $10 when it came out, and it has way better paint. It only came out 14 years before, so I don't know why it's infinitely better, like in every way, shape, or form. It even has sound. Yeah, it still works on this one that I got in a lot. But yeah, this thing is actually pretty cool to look at. Toy-wise, it's on scale of anything except maybe this Indominus over here now. Thanks Hasbro for giving us an in-scale Indominus at least. Woohoo! But Hasbro's offerings pretty bad except for this one. This is actually probably the best Hasbro figure in my opinion. I'm gonna move all these guys over here. I'm not even trying to stand any of them except the Indominus. How did 14 years of technological advancement in toys give us this monstrosity? When 14 years before we got this beauty over here. Just die. Real Spinosaurus. Time to look at Mattel's offerings for the $10. There is the Battle Damage, and then there's the Savage Strike / Legacy Collection / the freaking smaller dinosaurs with an action feature that is not battle damage. So let me bring up these battle damage figures, the ones that me and my brothers own. We have the Trike, the Monolophosaurus, the Stygimoloch, and Blue the Velociraptor. Okay, time to go on about how these are better in my opinion. Let's start with the worst of the bunch to give Hasbro a chance. So the Triceratops is the least best of the battle damage figures. The reason why is because it is of another worldly scale. It is not in scale with Mattel's figures. It has a nice sculpt, I guess, but it's not neutrally posed. That's another thing I forgot to talk about these Hasbro figures. They are not neutrally posed. Even that Spinosaurus in Jurassic Park 3 back there was not neutrally posed at all. But this Trike is the opposite. It's in a cool battle stance, I guess. If you wanted to have a duel instead of a Trike here. But this Trike doesn't go to scale like anything. Even if I bring back this Spinosaurus, it is a huge Trike. Huge Trike. Focus the camera a little more. Sorry about that. But the Spinosaurus is not even in scale with it. So I don't know what scale it's not even. I don't know. It doesn't look like a baby, but I guess it is the baby, or is a baby. But you know, Mattel's Trikes are a bit smaller. This thing actually has decent articulation. All the other ones just have their arms and legs and then a action feature. This, you can bend down its head, you can rotate its head. The horns are bendable, so if you ram it into something, it's not going to kill someone. The front legs can go out and in and go back and forth. The back legs can go out a little bit and in, and then you can go back and forth, and you're on a ratchet joint, so they lock in place. Well, they can't really go forward since the Triceratops is too fat. And then the tail does not have articulation. But look at this thing Lee thought up. So the Hasbro toys have some of them have battle damage, and they have this door. But, you know, Mattel innovated on the door. Instead, you press it in on this little knob, or just on it, and then it rolls down like a cylinder, and it goes like, yeah, and there's no bones, and you don't have to show it the old time. Yes, I guess that little knob can get annoying to some people, but to me it doesn't really bother me. Just press it open, and then there's just a little flesh, which will actually be there if you cut open a dinosaur first, not flesh and then bone. Oh yeah, see, look, on this battle damage, that whole battle damage sculpt is painted instead of just 3 random lines. If you look here, you know, there's no bone, which I like. But that is the Trike. And then on to the better ones. We have a Monolophosaurus, which has decent articulation too, the jaw. And then these actually have great sculpts, even the ones that aren't in the movie. And then they have great articulation too. Arms can move out, around. Legs on this one are a bit wobbly. Because, I don't know, it's just a problem with this toy. The only thing bad about this one, I guess, is the legs and how they're just wobbly, and it has some trouble standing, but if you get it right, like I did on the first try, you can have it stand, and it's pretty good. And every single one of these dinosaurs, except maybe the Triceratops, are in scale or almost basically there in scale. If I bring in the Stygimoloch, this is the biggest Stygimoloch in the line, but you can see it's like there in scale. And this guy has an accurate paint job and also has a battle damage door. Just reveals flesh. So there's this guy. Great. Definitely worth it for $10. Also, the plastic quality is way better. Like let's listen to this. This is the Hasbro Blue. Then let me bring Mattel's Blue. Like, it sounds like it's not gonna fall apart. Like in my hands, I can feel how like glossy and like fragile this thing is. With these guys, I can feel like I can shake them around and actually like have them kill each other and not break each other. Speaking of Blue, yeah, all these guys have great articulation and have movie accurate paint jobs and damage doors that can close up the body's parts and internals. And you can pose them and make them look cool. Infinitely better. I don't know if any of you guys prefer the Hasbro toys for some weird reason, but you know, I like to think that these are the best options for $10. The battle damage line, they're only at Walmart. They're $9.97. I recommend them more than a lot of other Jurassic World toys. Even Mattel Jurassic World toys, I recommend them more than some of those other ones. These toys are actually to scale, besides the Triceratops. But, well, sometimes they have standing problems. If you knock them over a million times, then their legs get out of place. But that's because they're, you can actually articulate them. But, and like when they stand there, here, let me show you. Like, them all standing there, you can tell, like, these go together. Like, these are Jurassic World. But then when you look over here, you're just like, the only thing that makes these things, like, together is that big, giant Jurassic World logo. Another thing Mattel did was they put a scan code on the bottom for your little facts app that they made, where you can learn about the dinosaurs, and then they have the official mark. They changed it to a circle with the Jurassic Park T-Rex in there, which I think is better because it doesn't take away from the sculpt. Because when you're looking at this Indominus sculpt, you're just like, oh yeah, that actually looks pretty good. And then you see this, and then you're just like, what? It's kind of annoying. And then on the Jurassic Park 3 one, there's that. That's kind of iconic and actually looks okay. Hasbro just looks like, I don't know, not good. Not how you do things. Not how to make dinosaur toys. Hasbro does not know how to make dinosaur toys. Unless if it's Transformers. But anyways, on to the final $10 things by Mattel. I'm bringing in some of the Savage Strike / Legacy Collection figures. Let me get all the ones that I have out of the box that are not a repaint. These are the ones I currently have out of the box. So, again, these are all different than the battle damage ones, which is great, because, you know, more dinosaurs the better. And these are basically closer to the actual Hasbro toys, so to speak. If that makes any sense. Like, they have the articulation, and then, you know, the better articulation, of course, and the better sculpt and paint job, of course. But they also have a little action feature, like this Styracosaurus here has a head ramming feature. Mutilated that raptor. And this thing doesn't have screw holes. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the worst thing. On all these stupid Hasbro toys, they have screw holes. Oh god, that was a disaster. They have screw holes all over the side. Like, all over it. Like, let me go grab the Indominus. On this side, there's screw holes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can see those giant tank shots. Like, on all of them. The Jurassic Park 3 one, no. Screw holes all over it. Also, the Jurassic World Hasbro toys look like they're straight out like a weird cartoon. Like an American anime. This thing has screw holes too. All of them do. Mattel has no screw holes. I go grab one of these Dino damage figures or battle damage. This side, no screw holes. This side, no screw holes. Again, nothing taken away from the sculpt. Minus, I guess, the Dino damage door is pretty noticeable, but it's not that bad. It's a toy, so I don't know what they really expected. Anyways, back to the actual Mattel stuff. Forgot to talk about the worst thing about the Hasbro toys. But anyways, and these guys have fun little gimmicks. The little $10 Savage Strike and Legacy Collection guys. Like, this is the Raptor. You can go flying. That wasn't really a good launch. I made him go super far before. You have to kind of make sure that all of him is on the flat surface. And then you grab him by the legs. Oh, Jesus. Hasbro toys are dying over there. By the awesomeness of this raptor just jumping around. Oh, he landed. Well, let me grab my other one real quick. Actually, because this one has a better springs. Here's the other one. There's another. Well, I guess they're not working today. Trying to get them to work. There we go, it launched off the friggin' screen. But yeah, these guys are great. They have great sculpt. Like, this is the Jurassic Park 3 sculpt, basically. It is, like, the head-wise. And then it's got arms that are articulated. You can go out. That looks cool. Like, these toys are so good. I think they're better than Kenner, honestly. At least by appearance. But again, I never grew up with them, so I never had that nostalgia glasses. Some Kenner toys, I'm not saying all Kenner toys are better than all Mattel toys, or all Mattel toys are better than all Kenner's toys, but for the Raptors and the smaller dinosaurs, Mattel did the best. Look at that, that looks great. So we bring in the Pteranodon here. This guy has fun head articulation. You can open the jaw, flap its wings. On these guys it doesn't work too well, but on the new Tarpejara, excuse me, on the new Tarpejara, it's much better. Oh God, this is a disaster. Sorry about all the times this thing falls. You can trigger the wings. It actually looks awesome. Like, the aesthetic of these toys is so good. And then even if you put them with the dino damage ones, like, this is Mattel. This is their great toy line. Or some of their great toys in the toy line. This blue falls over for no reason. You can just tell that all of these are great. Like, look at all of them. They're all pretty to look at. All these guys over here are just, no, except that maybe that's Spinosaurus. But I think that Mattel did a better $10 offerings for us. If you disagree and think Hasbro did it better, then please comment down below. I don't know why you think that, because even the cheapest blue here is way better appealing than this blue, and it is actually blue. But these toys are just great. Mattel, I think, won this. Even their cheapest offerings, the attack packs, are better than these. And yeah, I think that's the end of this video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you want me to continue this Hasbro vs. Mattel series, then yeah, comment down below what I should do next. A little side note, I don't have too many Hasbro toys since, you know, Mattel's better. But, you know, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.